All right, hello, my technical drawing and design class. This video here, we are doing the second part of the Georgian house project number 4 or assignment number 4, the floor plan blockout. So this is what we're doing here today. Uh, at this point, this being the second of the two videos, you should have already gone through and set your file up. So I'm assuming that you are already at that point. If you are not, go back and look at the first half of this video. Again, this is the second half. This is the one where we'll actually be drawing in it. So I do not need that page. Uh, where we will be at in the instructions is right here. You can now draw. A couple things. It is very important that you work between this instruction set and the diagram. You will need both to work or to do this correctly. If you only use one and not the other, you will cause yourself some problems and issues that will also show up in your grade. So let's not do that. So let's get to this. First thing it says, step 1, select walls exterior layer as your current layer. The way you do this, right up here in our layers, you'd probably see a 0 in there. That's the current layer that you were on. And we're just going to go through and select walls exterior. Simple enough. Now we are drawing directly on this layer that we want to work with. Now, step 2 says line command. Grab the line. I have a line. We are going to start to draw. A couple things in here for line or for step 2. All of this thing, your numbers are going to be slightly off because I added in here to select the walls exterior layer. It was not in the original instructions. It really would have confused you. But this is what we're drawing right here in step 2. To do that, all of our information is over here in this picture. Make sure it's in front. So all the numbers here, these are our exteriors that we need. If we look at it, it says 5'4" right here is the space. And then to come down, it gives us, you can see the numbers are turned 2 foot 8 inches. So I'll come down 2 foot 8 inches. From this corner right here over to this corner, it says it is 19 foot 4 inches. And then I'm going to come up this line here at 16 foot 8 inches. I will come in here at 4 foot 8 4 foot 8 inches. And then when I come up, you can see again, I'm using numbers that are turned 4 foot 4 inches. So let's go ahead and draw this. Again, it says we do not really need a starting point. I already have my line tool. Since I know that I'm drawing the bottom right quadrant, I'm going to kind of start down here, make my life easier. So right about here looks good. I'll click, I'll kind of drag over a little bit. I am doing, at this point, my 5 foot 4 inches, so 5 single quote 4 double quote, tab, perfect, press enter. I now need to come down 2 foot 8 inches, so 2 foot 8 inches, tab, enter, perfect. With having the ortho on, it keeps us at horizontals and perpendiculars, so everything will be nice and straight. 19 foot 4 inches. Again, I'm just doing all of this right off of the information that's on the sheet. Press enter. I need to now come up 16 foot 8 inches. So 16 foot 8 inches. Enter. Perfect. I need to come in 4 foot 8 inches. 4 foot 8 inches. Enter. And I need to come up 4 foot 4 inches. 4 foot 4 inches. Enter. Press escape. There we go. That's step 2. We're doing all this on the exterior walls. So we're looking good. Let's go ahead and save, just to be safe. All right, next, step 3, I need to draw intersecting lines based off of these endpoints is what it's telling us. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so first thing I want to do is grab my line tool. I'm going to work right off this endpoint. And I was going to come over here. So I go past what that other point was right here. I went past there. I draw a second line. I go off this endpoint and come up, just like that. Press escape. Cool. All right, now what it really starts to talk about in here is we're going to change a couple things around. One, this line here and this line here. I'm just going to grab them both. So I have both of these lines here. What we need to do, according to we're all inside of step 3 here. Talks about it being continuous lines. We want those to be center lines, and we need them to be green. So really, it kind of talks about how to do this in 3A, B, C. I'm going to basically do this right off of line or 3D, which is we're going to change these to center lines. Remember, we loaded center lines in here before. So if I go to my properties, I have line type here. I can now just select center. Cool. They show up as center lines. And it says to make them green. They're now green. Press escape. It says use the grips, stretch the green center lines a bit past the wall endpoints. So I'm just going to grab this one here. I now have a grip. I'm going to just extend it a little bit past it. Perfect. Escape. Do the same thing here. Escape. There we go. So we have our center lines. They have been extended past. That is step 4. Let's save it. Remember, you should be saving to your Google Drive file stream. All right. Step 5, it says my walls are at 8 inches, so I need to offset these things 8 inches. So grab my offset tool. First thing it asks is my distance, 8 inches, so 8 double quote. And I just start selecting these things and offsetting them to the inside 8 inches. Just like that. Alrighty. Press escape. It looks like we should also be stretching our endpoints. So it says fillet the corners. So grab my fillet tool. Remember to check our radius. We should have done this already before when we set it up, but we can do it again anyway. So fillet rad. Check our radius. Want it to be 0. Very good. Now fillet. 1, 2. Perfect. Fillet. These things should not connect, should they? Oh, they will. Very good. So it's going to go ahead and make that connection for us. I love this program. Really cool. Fillet. Very good. Y'all can hear my phone going off in the background there. Fillet. And finally, fillet. Press escape. Sweet. That looks like it is done. So I'm going to save this. And we are now going to move to number 7, which we are going to be offsetting the glass. So looks like what we're going to do is first it's going to be 4 foot 8 inches. I'm looking at this right here for my sizing. So I need to offset 4 foot 8 inches. 4 foot 8 inches. It looks like I am supposed to be offsetting this wall right here. Perfect. And then I need to, actually we can do get all of our numbers right here. So I offset 4 foot 8 inches, then I offset 3 foot 4 inches, 4 foot 8 inches again, 3 foot 4 inches, and then it should be 3 foot 4 inches again. So I have my first one, press escape. My second offset, my distance is 3 foot 4 inches. I'm going to offset the second line, press escape. My third one is 4 foot 8 inches. So I'm going to grab another offset, 4 foot 8 inches. Perfect. And then 3 foot 4 inches again. 3 foot 4 inches. Set this one as well. Press escape. And we're also supposed to offset this bottom line right here. As it says, assume that the glass is at the middle of an 8-inch thick wall, so we should be offsetting this by 4 inches. So offset tool, 4 inches. I take this exterior wall and bring it in 4 inches. Press escape. Zoom in a little bit so y'all can see what we have here. Very good. So once again, then I'm doing all this off the numbers that we have right here. I have offset this exterior wall in 4 foot 8 inches. I offset this one 3 foot 4 inches. I offset this one 4 foot 8 inches. Offset this one 3 foot 4 inches, which will also make it 3 foot 4 inches off of this exterior wall. So we're good there. And I offset this line right here from the bottom line. I brought it up 4 inches, which put it right in the middle. Cool. So let's go ahead and save this. We now go to step 8. We just zoomed in. We need to trim this thing out. So you will need to select all your things to turn them into trim lines. I'm on a newer version, so I don't need to do that. And we go through and we trim these lines down. Perfect. Escape. So now I have everything trimmed out. I have a nice little window, so we look good there. So that is all that. All right, so now what we need to do is extend some lines here. What they're going to have us do, it looks like, is extend which lines? These two lines here all the way up. So I need to grab this tool here, come all the way up till I intersect. There we go. Press escape. Do the same thing with this line, all the way up till it intersects. Press escape. And then fix my corner. And to do that, I can just, I can fill it this, can I? No, I cannot use fill it. I have to trim it. Grab the trim tool, make sure you select all these, turn them into trim lines, and then trim out these two little pieces here. You can see what that did there. Perfect. All right. That gets us through step 9. Perfect. And now for step 10, we're just going to start mirroring a bunch of things. And then I think we're done. So what we're going to do is we're going to be mirroring everything that's here in white. So I'm going to select all these parts. Again, we're starting at the bottom right and click to the upper left. Anything that I partially cover, I've selected. Grab the mirror tool. All right. Now it's asking me for the first point of my mirror line, which is this green line right here. I'll click my second point over here. Oops. Do I want to erase the source object? No. And all of a sudden, there it is. Great. Now we're going to select all of these in here, and we're going to mirror them over. So let's grab these. I'm going to mirror our first point, my second point. Erase source, no. Perfect. Now I'm just going to take these center lines here. Oops. Center line. And extend it up. Perfect. And this is it. At this point, we have extend the center lines as shown using grips, which I just did. And we have it done. That's it. Save. Turn in your blockout file looking just like this. Once again, we did all the work in the one corner, and then we just mirrored this thing twice, mirrored this part over here, and then mirrored the whole thing over. We are good to go. Alrighty. Any questions? Please let me know.